Hi, I'm Robert, and you are watching Backyard Bodyworks. Hi everybody, Robert here, and today we're going, after working on this and gotten that where we want, we are going to try and do something with this. I am not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I am going to try and fix this. I'm not exactly sure how yet, so just kind of follow along. I have a plan. I've got something in my head that I want to, I mean, the worst thing that I can do is I can destroy that piece, which, gee, I don't think I can do anything much worse to it. So I just want to remove it and see what's underneath here and see if there's something that, you know, we can do. So follow along. Sorry, the battery ran low. I had to charge it for a little bit, so I did a little extra work while the battery was charging. Well, what we've been working on is the end piece of that strut. And I took some of my 18 gauge steel and I rolled it into a tube, you know, just, you know, using my metalworking tools. And I made it a little bit longer than it needed to be, and it looks like we got a pretty good fit. I'm getting ready to call it a night, because I'm tired. It's the first day back out of, you know, from working, and I got a present today. My fenders are here. Ooh, I can't wait to see them and see what they look like. They are here. Look at that beautiful metal. Oh, I just had to take a picture. I just had to put it on and see what it looked like. Man, that's beautiful. Ooh, yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, that looks really nice. I'm very pleased with what has been sent to me. I am very pleased. And I know a lot of you are wondering, and of course it's not going to fit right now because that metal edge is so warped. But there it is. New metal. Oh guys, it's getting closer. Oh, I'm so excited. Man, that's like new money. Yeah, it's gonna require some fitting, but man, that looks good. I just want to weld it up now. Still have a lot of work to this bonnet before I'm ready to do this. But man, oh man. So all the bonnet parts are here, or everything that I need right now. Everything else is going to be repaired, but all the new stuff is here. So I'm going to call it quits for tonight, and I'm going to take this back up tomorrow. Tomorrow, what we're probably going to do is we're going to work on this right now and get this fitted. So that's the plan, anywho. And then we'll see about getting that, you know, copying that flange piece and getting this. I think what I might do is put that seam down so that it doesn't show, and it'll be hidden by the flange when I weld the flange on, and that will be that much better. That'd be mo better. All right, it's like new money. Stick close because it's really getting exciting. All right, guys, today this is day 2 of working on this piece here, and we're trying to get this end piece to fit. So stick with us and we will continue on. I was thinking, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about cutting a slot in here and cutting half, because I've made this a ½ an inch larger than it needs to be. It needs to be 2 inches total. So what I was thinking about is right here, cutting an L up this way, cutting that top piece out and making a notch in the top, and then taking this piece and making a notch in the bottom, so that I have this part fits into this notch here, and this bottom notch here fits into this notch that I make here, and it fits over like that, and then it doesn't move. It's very, very stable, and it's not just a weld all the way around. It's more of a lap joint. Well, it's not really a lap joint, but it'll be stronger than it is if it's just stuck to the end of it. So that's my thought anyway, and I'm going to measure again, because the rule of thumb is measure twice, cut once. And so I've got some thinking to do, and we'll see if we can get this to work the way we want it to. This is what my plan is. Okay, see the marks? I am planning on cutting out a lip along those lines so that these two pieces will then fit together like that. If I cut those lines out, I'm going to have an overlap, a ½ inch overlap on the top. If I'm correct, I will have a ½ inch overlap on the top here and on the bottom here, so that it comes together like this, and then this piece will be the correct length for the piece that I'm going to weld on the bottom of it. I will probably cut this out tomorrow, as I am out of time today. So keep following along, and we will get this piece in. Hey everybody, today's Monday. So I just got up. It's the first day, or the first morning after work. And I didn't get a chance to work on the car this weekend that much, so I am out here today. And what I am doing is I'm measuring this flange to, go on with this, so that I get that, so that when I'm ready to weld it, I'm ready to just do it all in one swath. But I'm taking special care because I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's, like, on either side of the tube, there's 2 dimples in the metal, and it's a machined piece, probably rolled or pressed or something like that. So I'm assuming it's just laid in there for the purpose of keeping the tube steady, or keeping the plate steady when they weld it. Well, what I've done is I've measured the flange, and we've got some measurements. That's 2½ inches across the front. The distance between the nut holes, or the holes in the flange, are 1 5/8 inches. The turn-up flange, or the flat piece that goes against the fender, is 1 1/4 inches. Total distance is 3 1/4 inches. And the distance across the back, I did several calculations, and I came up with 1 7/8 inches, because these valleys along this along the tube are about an 8-inch wide and about, I don't know, probably about a little less than 8 inches. It's a 1/8 of an inch. The valley is 1/8 of an inch wide, and it's a little under 1/8 of an inch deep. And so I made some drawings as to how to figure, and just trying to figure out how to cut this thing out. And what I'm probably going to do is cut out a sheet of metal 3 1/4 inches long. Actually, I might make it a little bit longer, like maybe 3 3/8. Maybe 2/8 is 1/4 of an inch. So yeah, 3/8. So 3 3/8 inches long by 2 5/8 inches wide, just to have that extra 1/8 of an inch for grinding and shaping and metalworking and blah 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 blah. That's the diagram that I've come up with, and we'll see if that works. So that's what we're going to do next. Alright guys, I have got the piece that I'm going to weld onto the bar. Got it in place. I'm going to tack it in place, and then I'm going to do some metal working with it, and hopefully try and get it into the shape that I want. It looks pretty good. I mean, looking at the lines down the tube to the other end, it looks pretty straight. One last check and measure before we tack it in, and then we'll start cutting out the flange. We have got let me show you what we did. I have got the end tube welded on, and it looks pretty good. It measures out fairly close. We're probably within less than 1/8 of an inch. So probably about a 1/60 of an inch of what we're looking for. And so I just wanted you to look at that, and then look at that. Now, the other piece that we were working on was the flange. And here I've got the flange here, and we've got all my markings on it and whatnot. I've already bent it to the correct, and that looks pretty good, if I say so myself. It's a repair piece, but this is what I like. I put it up against this and put it next to it. It looks pretty daggum close. And those dotted lines, that's this groove on the bottom that I am going to try and replicate that groove. And what that's going to do is that's going to draw that in just a little bit on that end where you can see metal sticking out. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I am going to. I'll figure it out. And I think that's going to be a pretty good repair. And of course, getting that angle is very important, as to, you know, like this, because that's supposed to sit on the fender, and it's gonna take some doing. Probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a board, and I'm gonna bolt it down, you know, or screw it down to the board, and then screw this down to the board, and then set the piece on top of it, so that both flanges are in the same plane, and then weld it up. That's the rough repair right there. From that, you know, to that. We'll see how it works. I think that's going to come out looking good. All right, well, I'm going to pack it in for today because I got to go get dinner ready, and I got to get ready for work. So we will continue this tomorrow, and we're going to work on that flange. And work on getting that flange in a better shape. We will see you on the flip side. Instantaneous for you, 24 hours for me. Y'all take it easy. Hey guys, it is now Tuesday. An instantaneous rollover to the next day. I just got up and come out here to check, see what we're going to do about this, to see if we can't make it look like the other piece. And what I'm planning on doing is just doing some hammer work or some metal work to it, and try and get that roll shape underneath between the two pieces, and we'll see how that works. So follow along. What I'm planning on doing is taking some nails and putting them underneath here, like so, and then taking my round dolly here and putting it over the nails, and then just hammering that that shape. Now, it doesn't have to be very deep. It's just got to be just enough to get that thing to fit. So that's the plan anyway. Let's see what happens, and we will continue on. Looks like I am finished with this piece. I like the look of it. I like the way it fits on the other side. The angle is pretty close as far as getting it to fit. Now tomorrow what I'm planning on doing is attaching it to the piece of wood I have outside and using that as a jig. What I'm planning on doing is screwing it into the piece of wood like that, not necessarily to the bench, but to the piece of wood, so that flange is flat. And then what I'm going to do over here is basically the same thing. So I'm going to attach it to a piece of wood over here, and I'm going to weld it up so that it's so that it matches the plane that you'll see tomorrow. What I'm planning on doing is bolting it down to the wood so that both of the flanges are in the same plane, and then just welding it up. And then this repair will be finished, I think. I think Peter would be proud of my metalworking skills. I know I am. I think it's not exactly like the original, but that's a pressed piece in a thing, and I think I did a pretty good job of getting it to look similar to the other piece. So I'm very happy with that repair, and we will consider this done tomorrow. So keep watching. We're almost done with this. After this, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to start working on the fender wells and seeing if actually, you know what? I think what we might do is fit this to the bonnet and see if it fits, or if I've got to do some more work to this end, maybe cutting off the end here. I don't know. We'll see. Hey guys, day 3. It's my day off. What we're going to be doing is I've already got it screwed down here to give the bar some stability, and then I'm going to screw this one in to give it some stability, and then we're going to weld her up and see what happens. looks pretty good. Got the pretty much the shape that we need. Well, doesn't look too bad compared to the other one. Now, of course, the other one's more machined looking, but you know, once it's, you know, primed and painted, I don't think, you might be able to tell there's been some work done to it, but not too bad. Well, here's the test though. That's going to be putting it up in here. That lines up pretty good. This doesn't line up, but simply because I think because the fender just needs to be pushed out just a little bit. But that's pretty daggum close, I think. Not bad for government work, is it? We will call this repair finished as far as the metal work is concerned. I'm very pleased with the way it came out. So I'm going to set that aside and we're going to start work. We'll consider this series finished and we're going to start with another project. Of course on the bonnet, probably the wheel wells or the fenders. I'm not real sure yet. I think I'm going to start with the wheel wells because those need some major repair too. So, yay metalwork. That concludes today's video. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys tuning in and seeing our progress. I think we got a lot done. That was, to me, it's not a major thing, but it was a good start, I think. I think the repairs came out looking good. They fit well, and I'm really excited to start fitting fenders and wheel wells, but that's further down the road because we still got to repair the wheel wells. So y'all, if you like this video, be sure and hit the like button. If you want to follow this project, subscribe. If you want to get notified every time that we upload a video, either this project or one of the other projects that we're working on, be sure to click on the notification bell and that'll alert you every time we upload a video. Thanks so much for coming on the journey with me. We will see you next time. Y'all have a great day. Bye.